Boker Tov. Ran writes in Siman Mem that a person is not allowed to treat the tefillin in a way that is disrespectful. For example, by having the tefillin hang in any way. Whether it's holding, obviously, the straps, putting them and having the bite, the box of the tefillin hang, or even to put, let's say, the box on the shelf and have the straps hang. These are disrespectful manners of treating the tefillin. And the Gemara mentions a very, very severe consequence, chas v'shalom, if a person treats them in that way of having the tefillin hang. Sometimes when people put on the tefillin shel rosh, you see that they're not aware that they're actually having the tefillin hang. For example, when they put on the tefillin shel rosh, they pick up the tefillin by the knot in the back, and in the meantime, the bite is hanging. Because they put on the knot first, but in the meantime the bite is hanging, and that's inappropriate as well. Even while you're putting on the tefillin shel rosh, you should hold both at the same time, so neither the bite nor the knot, the kesher, is hanging. You put them on, whether the bite first, other mean like you put on the knot first, the kesher in the back, but either way you're putting it on in such a way that both the knot and the bite are being supported at all times. Even when the tefillin, let's say a person has to run out to use the facilities in the middle of the tefillah, or maybe on Rosh Chodesh when he takes off the tefillin, he's a little bit rushed, he wants to get to the tefillat mustaf, he should make sure that the straps, if he doesn't have a chance to wrap them, are not hanging off the table. The su'ot should not be hanging off the table, that's also considered hanging. If Rahman al-Itzlan, a person drops the tefillin, which yadua, a person is holding the tefillin and then they fall out of his hand, chas shalom. So if it's in the bag, if merely the bag of the tefillin with the tefillin inside falls on the floor, then there is no specific kapara required. A person does not have to fast or anything. However, like we said, it's well known that if a person does drop the tefillin, they fall from his hand, then there is a minhag to fast. Because of the takala, the calamity that happened through him, which is to drop the tefillin, which tashmishei kedusha, which are holy items. And if it falls, the person, the minhag is to fast. However, poskim right, when people have a much weaker constitution, if it's going to affect their ability to study Torah, let's say the person himself is even a Rebbe and he has a job to teach the Talmidim, it's going to come out on the cheshbon, it's going to come out on the kids that he's not as energized to be able to teach them, or he's not going to be energized to go to the study in the Beit Midrash, whether it's his night seder, his morning seder, whatever it is, then in that case it's sufficient for him to donate money to tzedakah, enough for one meal. Instead of fasting, it's brought down from the poskim. So if chas v'shalom does happen, a person has the option either of fasting, different machloktot as to when they should fast. Ben Ish Chai says he should fast that day. Other poskim say he should be mekabel the ta'anit at mincha that day and fast the next day. But either way, if a person is feeling a little bit weak and not up for such a thing, it's enough to donate money to tzedakah, enough for one meal.